Hey guys, so we're still talking about linear equations. I know it seems like we've been talking about them forever, but they're very important, and we're going to learn one more cool thing about them. And it's that you can actually convert between all three forms that we've learned so far. So we've done slope-intercept form, we've done point-slope form, and we just recently learned about standard form. And now we're going to look at how we can convert between the three. So, um, well. Where's my marker? Oh, look you there. Wow, that's amazing. First problem we're going to do. All right, so we've got an equation here, and it is listed in point-slope form. So we got y plus 11 equals -4 times the quantity of x minus 3. Okay, so there's our equation, and this is in point-slope form. Now what we're going to do is simplify and do some algebra and get it to slope-intercept form. So first thing we want to take care of, we need to get rid of these parentheses. We need to distribute this -4. So the y plus 11 hangs out. -4 distributes to the x to make -4x. -4 times -3 is a positive 12. All right. Now we know that y has to be by itself in slope-intercept form. So we're going to get rid of this 11 over here by subtracting it from both sides, which gets us to -4x plus 1. Now we have it in slope-intercept form, right? We've got y by itself equals -4x plus 1. So -4 would be our slope, and 1 would be our y-intercept. So we're going to take it just one step further and put this now in standard form. So we know in standard form the x and the y have to be on the same side. So I'm going to move this -4x over here so that it's positive 4x plus y equals, and we just got the 1 that's left over there. And now this looks like standard form. We got 4x plus y equals 1. And here's the really cool thing about this. So the top up here is in point-slope form. You may see that acronym on your independent practice and stuff, so I just want you to see that. It's PSF, point-slope form. Okay? Right down here is where we got it in slope-intercept form, SIF. That's actually a character from the Thor franchise, fun fact. Lady Sif. Anyways, I'll stop being a nerd. 4x plus y equals 1. This one is in standard form, so that just would be SF. And the cool thing about this is these are all the same equation, right? We maintained the same equation here, but we've got it in 3 different forms. So let's do a couple more examples to kind of see what sort of problems you'll be solving on your independent practice. All right, this next equation is y minus 1 equals 3/4 times the quantity of x plus 8. All right, so here again is our point-slope form, and we're going to first put it in slope-intercept form. So let's start working on that. Always going to need to distribute the slope, so let's go ahead and do that. 3/4 times x just gives us 3/4 x. 3/4 times 8 is going to give us 24 over 4, which simplifies to just be 6. I promise, I'm good at math. Then you got to take care of this -1 over here so that y can be by itself. That's kind of the key with this. So if we're adding 1 to both sides, that's going to be 3/4 x plus 7. All right. Now we've got it in slope-intercept form. Now we just got to get it in standard form. So for standard form, we need the y and the x to be on the same side. That's always going to be true. So let's go ahead and move this 3/4 x to the other side. So it becomes -3/4 x because it moved across the equal sign, plus y because the y was positive, equals 7. All right? Now, there were kind of these 2 rules about standard form that we talked about, And you can't have fractions. That's a big one. And we already took care of the x and y being on the same side. But then we also talked about the whole, we want the x coefficient to be positive if at all possible. So let's take care of the fraction thing first, because that's kind of the biggest deal here. What we said was we're going to multiply by the denominator of the fraction. So the denominator in this case is 4. We're going to multiply everything by 4. So if we multiply this by 4, the 4's cancel, and this just is left as negative 3x plus a 1y becomes a 4y equals 7 times 4 is 28. Now, the easiest way that I know for getting standard form to look nice with a positive as the first coefficient is to just flip the signs of everything in your equation. So right now it's negative 3x. I'm just going to make it positive 3x. And then this is plus 4y, so I'm going to do minus 4y equals, this is a positive 28, so now it'll be negative 28. So finally, we have our equation in standard form. Point-slope form, slope-intercept form, standard form. Let's do one more just to really lock it in.
All right, boys and girls, it is I, Mr. Hicks, and as you can see, we are going to be converting between all three forms of linear equations. So here we have the equation y minus 4 equals...
Jack, what did I tell you about trying to do impressions of me, man?
Look, man.
Get out of here. I need to teach you guys. This is important, all right? We don't need any fake teachers in here, all right? So, first thing we're going to do is, again, just simplify the right side. So we've got our point-slope form, and now we're going to get it to slope-intercept form. So 6 over 7 times x is going to get us 6 sevenths x. All right, and then 6 over 7 times this minus 5. I know fractions can be kind of scary, so don't worry if you have your calculator if you need to. But if you just do 6 times negative 5, you get negative 30 over 7. I know, that's ugly. But I asked my friends what their favorite fraction was, and they said 6 sevenths. So blame them. Now, we just got to get rid of this minus 4 to get y by itself. That's the key for slope-intercept form. So if we add 4 to this minus 30 over 7, you can use your calculator, or you can think of 4 as 28 over 7. I would simplify it to 4. And then if you add those, that's going to give you a minus 2 over 7. I know that's more math than you wanted to hear, but it's important that you can do it with fractions because those are going to pop up. So now we've got it in slope-intercept form. That's fantastic. Got to get that last one, which is standard form. So first thing is always to get the x and y values on the same side. So we're going to go ahead and move this so that it's negative 6 sevenths x plus y equals negative 2 over 7. Okay, got to get rid of those fractions too. So the denominator that we have here is 7, so we're going to multiply this whole thing by 7. The 7's cancel to give you a negative 6x, and the 7 times y gives you a 7y equals the 7's cancel over here to give you a negative 2. Well, that worked out pretty nice. It's not too bad. And then finally, to get our x coefficient to be positive, we're going to go ahead and just flip all of the signs so that it is positive 6x minus 7y equals positive 2. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done. All right, so before heading to Math Workshop, I need you guys to complete these two problems. They're given in point slope form, and you're just going to do the same steps that we worked out in the whole video. Get it into slope intercept form and standard form. All right, so just take care of that, and then we can do Math Workshop.
It's as easy as that.